if you play Call of Duty Warzone, Battlefield or Apex Legends on controller and you've been using an Xbox Elite Series 2 or Scuff Valor Pro or any other controller like I have, this video might change how you think about your setup. I just switched over to the Razer Wolverine V3 Tournament Edition 8K PC, and after weeks of testing it in Warzone, I need to break down exactly why this thing feels different in an actual gunfight. This isn't going to be a spec sheet reading. I'm covering 5 things that actually matter when you're moving from any other controller. 1. Input latency and how it changes your gunfights. 2. The TMR thumbsticks aiming and long-term durability. 3. Ergonomics and the mouse click buttons. 4. The extra paddles and mappable buttons for shortcuts. 5. The price and whether it's actually worth the jump from the Elite Series 2, Scuff Valor or any power a controller in Xbox format. Let's get into it. Let's start with the biggest difference, the one you feel before you even understand why. The Wolverine V3 Tournament Edition runs on a native 8000 Hz polling rate. Most controllers, including the Elite Series 2, poll somewhere around 125 to 250 Hz over Bluetooth or Xbox Wireless. This controller sends its input signal to your PC 8000 times per second over a wired connection. Here's what that actually means in Warzone. When you hear a footstep and snap onto an enemy in a 1v1, every millisecond between your thumb moving and that movement registering on screen is input latency. Lower polling rate, more delay stacked on top of your natural reaction time. This controller strips almost all of that extra delay out. Razer pulled this HyperPolling tech straight from their competitive gaming mice, the same tech pro players use in CS2 and Valorant, and put it into a controller. And there's a second factor here that people don't talk about enough. This is a wired connection. The Elite Series 2 is wireless by default, and while Xbox Wireless is solid, it's still an extra hop compared to a direct wired signal. For competitive Warzone lobbies where gunfights are won by frames, that wired 8000 Hz connection is a genuine measurable edge, not just marketing. Now let's talk sticks, because if you're coming from a Elite Series 2, this is where you'll notice the biggest long-term difference. The Elite Series 2 uses adjustable tension potentiometer thumbsticks. They feel great when new, but potentiometers wear down mechanically over time. That's exactly why stick drift becomes a common complaint on normal Xbox or PlayStation controllers after months of heavy use. The Wolverine V3 8K PC uses TMR thumbsticks, torque magnetic resistance. These are magnetic sensors, a step beyond even Hall effect sticks with no physical contact wear. That means no drift over time even after hundreds of hours of grinding Warzone. For aiming specifically, TMR sticks give you a more linear, consistent response curve. Your input translates to on-screen movement more predictably, which matters a lot for tracking targets at range. And you get 2 swappable thumbstick cap types. Shorter cap for faster flicks, great for close range, aggressive slide cancel gameplay. A taller cap for more precision, better for mid to long range tracking and holding angles. I use my Control Freak thumbsticks. They are the best for FPS games. I will put the link in the description if you want to buy these. Playing with comfort matters just as much as performance, especially since we're talking daily long hour grinds, not just quick matches. Razer calls this their lightest wired esports controller. This controller has no vibration motors, no battery. This makes the weight difference feels immediate when you switch from any other controller. This controller does not even have a 3.5mm jack for headphone, which is hardly needed if this is a PC only controller. The face buttons use Mecha tactile switches. They combine micro switch speed with a rubber membrane's cushioned feel. That's a different feel from the Elite Series 2's standard membrane buttons. Snappier, faster actuation, still comfortable to mash. The Pro Hyper triggers are the standout here though. They function like actual mouse clicks, near instant actuation for rapid fire situations. But you can flip a switch to enable full analog control when you need finer input, like controlled bursts or precision aiming down sights. The Elite Series 2's hair trigger locks just shorten the pull distance mechanically. This is a genuinely different actuation type, not just a shorter travel distance. Grip-wise, the handles are texturized to stay solid even with sweaty hands. Genuinely useful detail for anyone gaming through Indian summers without AC running all day. If you're coming from Elite Series 2 for the paddles specifically, here's the direct comparison. Elite Series 2 gives you up to 4 paddles, 2 medium, 2 mini on the back. The Wolverine V3 Tournament Edition gives you 4 mouse click back paddles plus 2 claw grip bumpers. That's 6 total remappable buttons, 2 more than the Elite Series 2's paddle setup. These paddles use mouse click style actuation, same speed and snap you'd get on a Razer gaming mouse, so double tapping a paddle for slide jump shooting or crouch spam feels noticeably faster and more consistent than the Elite's pedals. Practically, this means you can map, jump, crouch, reload, and even a ping or text sprint shortcut without ever taking your thumbs off the sticks. In movement-heavy Warzone fights, especially with the new mobility meta, that's a paddles doing real work, not just sitting there for show. All of this is programmable through Razer Synapse 4. Remap any button, adjust thumbstick sensitivity, and save 4 onboard profiles so you can have separate configs for Warzone, Apex, and Battlefield without needing a companion app running every time. Now the part you're probably most curious about if you're actually considering this switch: price. The Razer Wolverine V3 Tournament Edition 8K PC starts at $119.99. I bought this at 14,000 Indian rupees from Amazon. The Xbox Elite Series 2 has almost the same price right now on Amazon in India. Both the controllers are imported and have long lead time for delivery. Even though the Wolverine gives you a faster 8000Hz wired connection, anti-drift TMR sticks, and 1 extra paddle button. Now to be fair, the Elite Series 2 does have things the Wolverine V3 doesn't. It's wireless with roughly 40 hours of battery life, and it can come with a charging dock and carrying case with swappable D-pads in the box at a slightly higher price. The Wolverine Tournament Edition is wired only, so if you specifically need wireless for couch gaming or console play, that's a real trade-off to consider. Razer does sell a wireless version, the Wolverine V3 Pro. If that's a deal breaker, it can also run on your console. But the price of it is more than 2 times of the Tournament Edition or the Xbox Elite Series 2. But if you're playing competitively on PC only and you value input speed and long-term stick durability over wireless convenience, this Wolverine is cheaper and arguably better suited to the job at hand. So here's my honest take after switching from Elite Series 2 to the Wolverine V3. If input latency in fast FPS games like Warzone is your priority, the 8000Hz wired connection alone justifies the switch. Add in drift-free TMR sticks, faster mouse click paddles, and a lower price tag, and for competitive PC play, this is a clear upgrade over the Elite Series 2 or your previous gen controller, as long as you're okay giving up wireless. If you mainly play on console and need the freedom of wireless, the Elite Series 2 still makes sense, but for serious PC Warzone grinding, I'm not going back. That's my full breakdown of the Razer Wolverine V3 Tournament Edition 8K PC and why I made the switch from Elite Series 2. If this helped you decide, drop a like, and if you want more in-depth gear breakdowns and daily Warzone content, subscribe to Neoprime. We're grinding every day. Make sure to catch me on my live streams. Let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful. See you in the next one. Peace out.